Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Target exclusive Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is the Defender Strange Deluxe figure release. Before we get into the review, let me address the elephant in the room. Yes, you would have noticed that I had a couple of review videos that are no longer up on the channel. They will be up at a later date, but they are no longer available, as well as the Instagram posts of photos of some figures. So you guys know I was not asked to take them down. I was not forced in any way to take them down. There was no copyright claims or anything like that, but I did make the decision to take them down out of respect for all those that are involved with the figures as well as the movie. So look for the official announcement of those figures next week during the Hasbro Pulse Fan First Tuesday or Fan Fest Tuesday. But anyway, look for the live stream on Tuesday the 19th for the official announcement of those figures. If you guys are watching this early after it goes live, prepare for the Moon Knight pre-orders, the Mr. Knight and Moon Knight MCU figures, as well as check out the Figure Report YouTube channel Wednesday at 7 a.m. Pacific time for the first review of the MCU Moon Knight figure. But anyway, here, Defender Strange Target exclusive finally has hit the United States. It has been everywhere else in the world forever now, but Target finally got it. They're just now getting it. The online release date is April 17th through Target.com. The official street date was January 1st, so the Asian markets as well as overseas like the UK got it much earlier, so all kinds of crazy things. But finally we have it here in hand, and my buddy Spawn Toys was able to pick it up for me because my local Targets have not yet gotten it. But anyway, Defender Strange looking very cool. I'm very excited for this movie. I got my tickets and everything for the release date on that Friday. Unfortunately, I can't go to the Thursday night showing like I would normally do, but I am very excited for the movie. Defender Strange is not really our Doctor Strange. Has to be an alternate universe one. His bio reads, Doctor Strange is Earth's foremost magical defender, safeguarding our dimension against supernatural threats from across the multiverse. So it sounds like it would be our Doctor Strange, but it can't be, right? The gray in the hair is in a different spot, and dude's rocking a ponytail. Can't be the same Strange. But I'm really excited about this figure, but I'm really excited about the sling ring portal effect piece that it comes with. SH Figure Arts did one that was absolute trash, so this one is definitely a big step up, so I'm really excited for that. So let's get it all out of the box and take a look. Okay, so here is the Defender Strange figure out of the package. He doesn't come with a whole lot of accessories. Usually with deluxe releases, if it's not a large figure, we tend to get quite a bit of accessories to kind of go along with it. This is kind of the exception. We're getting an additional interchangeable hands, so he has kind of like the magic gesturing hands out of the package, and then he also has a fist for the left hand and then an open gripping hand for his right with nothing to grip. It actually has a vertical hinge on this hand, whereas the other ones have horizontal. So not sure why this one in particular, if he doesn't actually come with anything to wield. Well, I lost it now, but he doesn't have anything to wield with that hand, so it's a little interesting. The bulk of the budget would have gone into the 100% new sculpt of this guy, but this really cool portal effect. So this isn't like the greatest thing ever created or anything. You can see it's really thin, but I think it's really damn cool, especially because like Tamashii Nations, import company that has expensive action figures that are done really nice, high quality, everything, gave us absolute shit with a clear, thin piece of plastic for the portal effect, whereas Hasbro gives us this actual portal. Now, a lot of people are not happy with the price. $31.49 for a deluxe release, and all he comes with is interchangeable hands and a portal. I get it. I understand. But again, new sculpting for this Defender Strange. As far as I can tell, he does not have any reuse. I thought maybe the boots and the pants would be the same as the previous Doctor Strange from the Multiverse of Madness wave, the Rintrah Build-A-Figure. It's not. It's actually new pieces. So 100% new sculpt, new head, new body, everything. This really awesome portal effect there. So if you ask me, it sounds about right. I think the price is justified. In my opinion, you guys may think differently, but I like what we have going on here. So let's take a closer look at the Defender Strange figure, and then I guess we'll kind of take a close look at the portal. I guess you can kind of really see it all, but I'll show you guys like the paint apps on it and things like that. Okay, so looking at the portal down here at the base, you can see it's kind of hollow, but that's how it stands there. We get a lot of yellow paint that's added to the semi-translucent orange plastic throughout, so you can see the paint here as it like swirls around. When it crashes on the ground, it just goes crazy and all over the place, and I think that just looks really good. The rest of it, again, shiny, semi-translucent orange plastic there. Same thing on the back. We even get the yellow paint on the back, so you can kind of do it both sides if you want. You can have it going this way or going that way, you know, whichever way you're going to want to do the portal, you can have it going whichever way. I'm trying to think now if it should be this way. How does it turn that way? Does it turn the other way? I'd have to go back and watch a video now. Now I got myself thinking like what's going on with that. Anyway, now let's take a closer look at Defender Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch. I think the head sculpt looks fantastic. I like it more than this one, whereas I think this one's pretty good. This one's better, but I still think the No Way Home version is actually going to be the best one. But this one is really good. But again, it's different because we get this sweet-ass ponytail going here. Look at that. It is not articulated. It's not going to swing around, but you could tell that it's just like an extra piece glued in over there. But it looks good. We get the gray hair that comes around. You can actually see it in the ponytail on both sides as well. But I really like this head sculpt. It looks really good. The design of the figure is cool. It's all black and red throughout the whole thing. So not a whole lot of paint apps, just a whole lot of red paint added over some black coloring. But the suit is pretty awesome. Lots of nice red paint on the back of the figure too, which is really cool. We don't get that on a lot of figures, so I really like the way that came out looking. Really nice. You see in some areas where you think, you know, another hit of paint would have gone a little bit further, you know, just to do another layer. You could kind of see that black kind of bleeding through, but you know, it's real nitpicky to do that. It's not terrible or anything like that. Looking at the front, all looks really good. Pinless elbows, so that is nice. We also get pinless knees in there. Something weird about these pants too. Let's check it out while we have it zoomed in here. Look where that thigh cut is. It's like mid thigh instead of upper thigh. So that's just kind of wild to me. Like, I was looking at that like, wait, what the hell? And I don't know if that's because of, you know, the skirt piece, you know, being so limited to get his legs to move around in certain ways. But if that's the case, I am all for it because I think that is really, really cool. I'm not sure that the swivel, you know, really affects that. It's more of trying to get his legs apart that gets affected. But I think it was interesting. Pretty cool idea. Lots of nice textured detail in the suit. Look at all the line work. Everything throughout all looks really good. Very cool looking in my opinion. But let's see how he moves. Okay, so Defender Strange, the head is on a dumbbell joint, so he's going to be able to look down a little bit there. Looking up, not a whole lot. The ponytail actually does not get in the way with this figure. Just we don't get a lot of motion there. Some good head pivot going on there, and then a full swivel in the neck, of course. Shoulders, you can get the shoulders to go straight out. You would be able to get a little bit higher, but you kind of have the suit design of the shoulders that really kind of stick out, so you can get the shoulder and the arm to go out that much. You get a full rotation, of course, but again, you got to watch that shoulder pad there. Upper bicep swivel in there. It's a little stiff, a little tight, but it's in there. Double jointed elbows, and this is pinless, so we got pinless elbows that give you that much bend there, which is really cool. Wrists swivel, and they do hinge, horizontal hinge, but again, the extra fist that he comes with that I still have lost. Oh, I found it! Not fist. Open right hand has the vertical hinge, as you could see there. So that is the only difference. All the other hands have the horizontal hinge. We have the diaphragm cut on him, so he can pivot to his left that much. He can pivot to his right that much. That is really nice there. Going back is only going to be a little bit, but the paint at least keeps going, so that is good. Coming forward is only going to be a little bit, so that kind of sucks. Whoa. That's... silly me. I did not know this. We have a waist swivel. We don't typically get waist swivel when we have diaphragm cuts. So you can turn him all crazy different ways. That's new. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. So waist swivel. Was not expecting that. And then diaphragm cut to get some more swivel going there. Very interesting, because they don't get both of those. And I didn't know. It's hidden so damn well. I didn't even think it would be there. That is interesting. Very cool. We have this skirt piece. This really, really gets in the way, because legs go out that far apart. That's it. That's not a lot. Legs come forward that far. That's it. That's not a lot. So that kind of sucks. I mentioned this earlier, right? But we have that super low thigh cut, like mid-thigh, just above the knee a little bit. You have the full swivel there. Double jointed knee. It is pinless knee, by the way. And the skirt piece is really going to get in the way, so you can bend the knee that much. There you have a boot swivel there at the top of the boot. Foot hinges all the way down. Little tiny bit of hinge up, but it really hits that boot piece there at the top of the ankle. You have ankle pivot and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So not the greatest articulation, but a little bit more than I thought it would be. But the figure itself, I think, is kind of the highlight and looks really good. But actually, the highlight's going to be more so the portal, because the portal is actually really awesome. I know earlier I said, oh, it's not the greatest thing. It's not like the greatest invention ever made, because it's just, you know, plastic circle, but it really is effective and looks really cool. Art with Toys, shout out to Rick. He sent a picture in our Wade group chat. He had bright lights on it and it looked really cool. I'd have to get something set up where I have it sitting high and then lights shining directly like onto it and everything to get it to shine. And it looked really cool. So there's going to be lots of cool things that people are going to do in terms of figure photography, things like that. For me, it'll just kind of stand there and people will stand in front of it, and then that works for me. But you know, use your imagination. I'm sure a lot of folks are going to have some really creative things going on, like you can do, you know, half in, half out type of thing. Or now that we have these portals, we can do Spider-Man No Way Home type stuff. Like here comes Andrew Garfield, here comes Toby Holland. Oh my God. Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland, however you want to do it. But we now have portals to do that type of thing. But let's set up Defender Strange right in front again. Yeah, really cool. But let's see Defender Strange next to the regular suit Doctor Strange from the movie. And then I also want to do the side-by-side of that cheap-ass SH Figure Arts portal with this portal, because Hasbro wins. Like, by far, they win. Okay, so here are the two different portals that have been released in action figure form, and there's just really no comparison, because look how thin plastic sheet this is. It's just terrible. Look how it has to stand, and you can see the outline of it and everything, and light just shines off of it like crazy. When you're trying to do photography, you would really have to mess with it at certain angles and position your lights in a certain way, because the slightest turn, you can get those lights in there. So it's just kind of crazy. It's more detailed because it's a print as opposed to, you know, the plastic. You know, if there would have been more paint kind of throughout to help kind of differentiate some of the orange streaks that you might see, that would be a big difference. But to me, this is still the absolute way to go. Whereas this thing is just, no, it ain't it. It's just not good. No, there's no comparison. Hasbro did it better. Okay, so we have two different Doctor Strange figures. As you can see here, we have the regular one that came in the Rintrah Build-A-Figure wave, and then this Target exclusive Defender Strange, which makes sense because he's wearing all red, that it would be exclusive to Target. I'm actually really liking this figure more than this guy. This guy, when I did the review, you could tell I just wasn't... Something about the figure I just didn't like as much. When you had, you know, like the No Way Home one had just come out, which was such an awesome figure. The way the cape sits, the cloak of levitation sits on there, it's just not as cool. There's some cool details like the sling ring there and the sash belt. But this Defender Strange, you know, I like the points of articulation a little bit more. The sick-ass ponytail is really cool. It's a highlight there. But I really like the design of the suit, and I like the way the figure was executed. Yes, it is extremely limited. But, you know, depending on how you pose, what you do with your figures, it can really work out. But I'm really in love with the portal that we have here, and I can't wait to see a lot of folks doing some awesome figure photography with their portals, because, man, you could do some really crazy things with it. So I'm excited to see what a lot of you guys are going to come up with. Okay, so I'm very happy with the Defender Strange figure because I think the portal effect is really nice and awesome. I think it's a must-have for, you know, anyone collecting MCU figures, because you got to have the portals. We've seen them in the Doctor Strange movies. We've seen them in Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, Spider-Man No Way Home. Lots of uses that you can have for them. The only thing is, you only get one with Defender Strange. I know a lot of folks are probably going to be picking up a couple so they can have a couple of the portals. It's going to be really cool. Again, I am really looking forward to what some figure photography is going to bring when it comes to these portals, so I can't wait for it. I really like the way this Defender Strange looks. I think it looks awesome. The likeness to Benedict Cumberbatch is really nice. But one thing that I would really like to see with any of these Doctor Strange figures is we now have a portal, but we don't have any hands, sling ring hands, to where you could see the sling ring sculpted on a hand, and then doing like the 2 fingers type of deal. You know, to kind of show that, you know, he's opening a portal or whatever. You can kind of fake it or whatever, but I would like to see the real deal. So Hasbro, if you're watching, give us a hand with the sling ring sculpted onto it so we can actually show that, hey, the portal's being open instead of the portal just kind of being there. I hope to see that one day. We shall see. But you guys let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of this Defender Strange figure? I really like it. Should be very easy to get through Target. Again, on the 17th is the official release date online, so I'm sure you'll start to see it, like pick up in store options available, and you know, ship to home and all that should become available April 17th. If you know, unless they pull the trigger on that sooner, but. That's kind of what's happening. It's popping up everywhere in Target stores, so good luck out there. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments below your thoughts. If you guys like the video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.